Welcome everybody to Hump Day Wednesday. Phil Coleman here with Offensive Fantasy Football Live. Going to give you guys a little bit of a preseason fantasy football rankings for our shitty draft league. We have two leagues going every year. We have a dynasty league, we call it Champions. We have a redraft league, we call it West Texas Football League. And in these rankings, it's a formula that has been compiled with extensive strategical data that has been plugged into some algorithms on an Excel sheet, and it's come up with these very legit, accurate, and official rankings. So our Dynasty League's only 8 teams. There's some people who play in West Texas football that don't play in the Dynasty League. There's one person who plays in the Dynasty League that doesn't play in West Texas football. So all those Niners put that into consideration, and it's given us our rankings. So before we get to the rankings, what I want to do, this is a little high speed. I'm passing somebody in the turning lane right now. Get out of the way! He's got a bed full of bread. Don't see that every day. Alright, anyways. Last year in West Texas Football League, we kind of had a flip-flop at the end for the Super Bowl champion. But our top teams was Lonnie. He finished 10-3, which is a pretty impressive year. It's really going to help him in these rankings we're going to release here just in a little bit. Phil, which is me, finished 10-3 as well. It's one of my best seasons in the past few years. Usually I finish middle of the road in a season, and I've skated away with 3 national championships out of the wild card spot. Punk, he finished 9-4, which is about par for what he does every year. Jared, welcome back to the league. The champion finished the regular season at 8-5. You son of a bitch. Passing somebody else. Thank you. Alright. 82 miles an hour. It's not too bad. So, then we got Boomstick with Scott, which this is a uptick for what he typically does in West Texas Football League. He had an 8-5 season as well and sucked ass in the playoffs as usual. Then Glenn, he's kind of new to fantasy football. He's trying to learn some trade, strategies and starting to pick up on some vision down the road. It's not always about what you trade for now; it's what you trade for later. He finished at 6-7. We had Cody, who had another shitty year as usual. Well, he was in the Super Bowl, I think, 2 years ago, but that was a fluke. He finished 8-5. We had the Godfather, Todd, first year in the league. He's used to playing fantasy football on paper, and he didn't know that running backs caught balls out of the backfield, and he still thought that Dan Marino was the quarterback of the Dolphins. So he didn't have too bad of a year in this coming in. It's a super competitive league, and I'm not saying that to toot our horn, but some jackass isn't just going to come in here. Not calling Todd a jackass, by the way, but jackass just ain't going to come in here and fucking win this league. I promise you that. Because we won't let him. Anyways, he finished 4-9. The Miles, the infamous dress wear, him and Cody fought it out for the dress bowl. Actually, no, they didn't. Yeah, no, him and Cody didn't. Never mind, I lied. Him and Trenton. Miles finished 3-10. Just another pathetic, shitty year for that guy. God dang. Unfortunately, Miles moved to California, so he's not going to be in it this year. So we replaced him with somebody that is equally as bad. His name is Glenn also, so we're just going to call him Mathis. probably won't even finish the draft party because he leaves early every time he shows up. And then we have the bitch, the dad of the group, the grandpa of the group, the complainer of the group, the ugly beard wearer of the group, Trenton Johnson. Finished 2-11. Changed his team name to Major League Flawed because he was so pissed off. But he's not a 2-11 team. He's not. Got him ranked in the middle of the pack in official rankings. So we look for Trenton to make a comeback. And he has opted out of wearing the dress. So he's going to take the $484 fine like a bitch. But that's his prerogative, so it is what it is. We have given some alternative punishments to finishing last place. You can put those ridiculous ass eyelashes on your car for 7 days. Enjoy that. Or you can remake a Kid Pop music video in its entirety with props and costumes. Has to have props and costumes. Has to be the full length of the movie. So we can post it onto our YouTube channel. Or you can just opt out like a bitch. Or you can trade. You can trade the pig. Or you can trade the punishment, $250 fine, going both to the person who trades for the punishment and to Trenton for opting out of the punishment. But that leaves us here now with the official rankings. We're gonna go with number 1. No, let's go from the bottom. We're gonna go with number 10, which is, it's gonna be a 2-part. 10 is tied with 2 people, Miles and Mathis, just because Mathis is new, and Miles because he sucks ass. Number 9 is gonna be Glenn. He's still got some little bit of work to do. There's been he had a good improvement this year, so hopefully the preseason rankings don't do him justice. Todd, the Godfather, is going to come in at number 8, which is, not bad for first year in the league. Cody, he's going to come in at number 7 because he needs as much luck as he can get. So figured I'd give him, lucky 7. 6 is going to be Lonnie. After a 10-3 season, he should be ranked a little bit higher, but with these preseason rankings, the top 5 guys all have championships, and Lonnie does not. So that's why he sits at number 6, just because he doesn't have a championship yet. He's gotten close, but he'll make that push, and the next rankings won't have a heavy impact on championships, because this is basically like the BCS rankings, preseason college football rankings, where they just don't mean fucking dick, other than, they fucking suck. So fuck that shit. Alright, welcome back. Never in a million fucking years would have thought that I'd have ran out of data, gigabs on my iPhone, 128 gig iPhone 7 Plus piece of shit. So where I was at was the number 6 ranking. I don't want to repeat myself because I don't want to talk about that asshole any more than I have to, but he's at number 6, and y'all know why, because he doesn't have a championship. Now I'm pissed. Oh fuck, gotta talk about Trent again. I already said all this once to look up, and there's no time clicking at the top. So number 5 is Trenton. The only reason why he's not in the top 5 is because he has a championship, which he got lucked out on in our redraft, or not our Dynasty League. We won it the second year that we had our Dynasty League. We're in our 7th year now, I believe. I don't even fucking know anymore. I don't give a shit. Fucking iPhone. So Trenton with his ugly ass beard sitting at number 5. Move up to Scott, who definitely doesn't deserve to be in the top 4, but he does have a championship, and he's been to the Super Bowl 3 times in our redraft. I mean, fuck! In our, we're doing it live! in our Dynasty League. Oh, wait. Is this Punk Jones? Punk Jones? Is that you? Is that you? Nope. Not Punk Jones. Alright. I just passed the truck driver, seeing if it was Punk, because he drives a truck for a living. Anyways. Scott, number 4. Number 3 is going to be Jared, because he has 2 championships, both in West Texas Football League, which is our redraft league. We have, actually I think this is our, I have 3 championships. No, I have 4 championships. No, I have 3 championships. Punk has fuck, I don't know. I'll update later. Jared's number 3 because he has 2 championships. I know that for a fact. And he just holds down number 3 with a lot of fucking ugly ass beard hair, and I don't know. I don't fucking know. Punk, number 2, Punk Jones, just because he doesn't have as much championships as I do, and he has less sleeves than I do as well. So as soon as he starts wearing sleeves, as soon as he starts winning more championships, then he can move up to the number 1 spot. But that leaves the number 1 spot being yours truly, mainly because I'm good as fuck and I have the most championships. I think I have 3 or 4 in West Texas Football League, and I have 1 in CFL. So those are official rankings. Sorry I had to do it in 2 parts. My iPhone sucks ass. Ran out of memory. Maybe it's because all these shitty videos we've been making. But there it is. The Offensive Football League official preseason rankings. Said these rankings are about as legit as the BSC or BSC rankings, college football rankings, because you know those fucking suck dick also. They don't mean shit. So these do. So they're kind of like those, but have a little bit more meaning. Anyways, y'all have a good hump day. There's a cop up here because there's a wreck. Looks like fun. See you guys next time.